I think it's relevant. Like I was so stressed out. I have been so stressed about work and stuff. Like God made me stop for a second.
That's good, baby. Gotta check it out for sure. Ooh. That's so bad.
This college student texted me and said, "Hear anything today on jobs?"
No.
I have a. I'm going in tomorrow to
Just
figure out
tell
my
her.
hours.
Maybe she can help you out.
No, she knew we were talking. She was on the.
Oh.
They told me to go in the group. I just told her about it.
You want to write this on? Put it down. No, you too.
this defender, who is normally a problem for the run game, is now being put into conflict. With this slant, this defender is put in conflict. If he hangs back in the window of the slant, we have 5 for 5 in the box to run inside zone. But if he fires down to take the run, then he's leaving a window to throw this slant. This defender, he fired down to take the run. Now, there's a window to throw this slant. Another example, let's see what this defender with the P icon does. He ended up being the user, and he's flying to the right in the window of the slant. So now he's taking himself out of the play. We have 5 for 5 to block in the box, and the middle of the field is wide open. Fine. So now there's a wide open window to throw this slant. It's this guy. You see over my tight end, there's a slot DB over him. Over this wide receiver, there's no one. If they're not going to respect your formation, you can call either RPO and be successful. He doesn't want to respect the formation, so we now have a 2 for 1. This guy's doing a reliable way to block it. Doesn't matter to me though, because he's in a 2 high shell, 6 defenders in the box. That means someone's uncovered, and it's this guy. So I now have a 2.
And the Huskers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Terrapins offense will have the opening possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Flips it out to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the tailback. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hand, it's Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Washington. Complete downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Rushes on him, and the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Nebraska's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Snares it outside. It's Key. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. The Huskers have a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but we saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Raiola. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the seconds. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finds a tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Washington. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Going right to work up top. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Key.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll leave it with him. Makes his man miss.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Raiola. A little release to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers are marching down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Going to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
just going to chew up the ground yards, just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the back. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Washington. Hauls it in, and the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to Johnson. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Washington. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's past the 30. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bringing the heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On the run, it's Ives. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. He catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged on the outside, it's Johnson. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Inside the 50. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Terrapins. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the kind of play play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play, and you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Cornhuskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's I. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone.
Can you hand me a water, please?
Blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Look at him. Yeah, I really just started my season in 2K, so it's just gonna be a little bit. But I love you, though.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show
like
off
it at
their
all.
hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Fuck you.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they're after him. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Barney. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
On the move, it's Ives. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield. They got the tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hines is tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
And the Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Huskers! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Motion from the back. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Washington. That's caught, it's Smith. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. It's gone. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
A first down for the offense. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Raiola. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. They'll give it to him again. On the move at the 30. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Good.